Hey guys, what is up? This is Yannis and welcome to another video. Now, today I'm super pumped because I'm going to answer one of your questions. And this one comes from Themis, who asked me how to find, build, and maintain great friendships. Now, I think this is an excellent question. And I will talk about how to find, where to find friends, and also how to build and maintain a stronger and more meaningful relationship. But first of all, we need to understand, what makes a friend? What is a friend, right? And at least this is my definition. Okay, these are a couple of things that I thought, I saw from my interaction with my friends, and I believe this is what makes a good friend, and a real friend as well, right? So the first thing is someone who you share the same interests with, right? So if I like football and someone loves basketball, right? There is a friction. Okay, we both like sports, but there is a friction. It's going to be a way more strong relationship if we're both loving the same thing, right? Like have a specific a friend, like we both love business. We always go and talk about business. I have another friend who loves shisha. We both hang out and do shisha. I have another friend who loves calisthenics and we both hang out and do calisthenics, right? So this is very important, having the same interests with these people. Another thing is, not having this thing that happens sometimes when you are with people that you don't know, where you are both looking for what to talk about, right? You are sitting next to each other or in front of each other, and you're trying, to drag the conversation somehow in order to create a topic. No, when you're with a friend, like number one, silence is okay because you both feel comfortable with it. But also, the different topics come out of the blue because that's how that's how you talk. That's how a natural conversation will occur just by its own. You don't need to drag or create something by force. Another one, which is very big for me, is knowing that your friend is having your back and supports you, and he always will protect you without expecting for you to give something back, right? Someone who is going to give you value without thinking, without having an agenda, right? Someone that if you go into a fight, you know that he will punch his way to protect you. This is what a friend is. Your friend is not the person who, when everyone is mocking you, he's also going to mock you. No, this is not a real friend. So yeah, you need people that have your back in general. And the last thing is that a friend, in my opinion, is someone who unconditionally reciprocate, if that makes sense. This means that, again, as we said before, he doesn't have an agenda, and he will give back to you, he will give value back to you without thinking or expecting you to give value back to him as well, right? He's helping you, he's supporting you because he wants that. He's not expecting a thank you, he's not expecting money, he's not expecting fame. He just helps you because he loves you, right? And this is what I believe is a friend. Now, let's go to the second and most important thing. How do you find a friend if you don't have friends? And actually, a small parenthesis, it's okay, right? This doesn't say something about you. It's okay, but you need to work a few things. Now, so if you do not have friends, here's what I would do. I would use a reverse engineering process. What does this mean? So number one, I guess you know who you are, all right? And I guess you know what are the things that you do like, right? And also, as we said before, a friend is someone who you share the same interests with. So if you think about that, this means that your interests, the things that you love, are probably the things that your friend will love. Okay, that's one. Now let's go a step backwards. Okay. If a person like those things, where would he hang out? What kind of activities would he do? Oh, that's where I need to go in order to meet a new friend. In other words, let's say that you love fishing. Okay, actually, let's go to something even harder. You love playing table games, and you love Star Wars and all of those things. Okay, then this means that your friend will also love playing board games. So why don't you go to a board game shop in your local town to play and meet new people and meet new friends because you share the same interests with, right? Another thing would be that you might like calisthenics, right? Well, how about you just go to the local, gyms, outdoor gyms, work out, and over there meet, you know, other people who are doing the same thing, and slowly but steadily build a better relationship. This has already happened to me, right? Like, because if you go there every day and there's someone else who's going every day, you just start with a, hey man, good morning, how's everything? But after a while, because you see each other all the time and you share the same interest, you start going deeper and deeper and becoming better friends. Obviously, this is a process that needs time. Now, another way that you could do that is by also finding online communities. You can find online groups on Facebook, right? You can go to meetup.com, and you can go to Bumble as well, the dating app, but they also have like a feature for meeting friends. Now, simply again, think about the activities that you want your friend to have and your friend to has, and just make sure you go to the events that are organized by people and are for people who you share the same interests with, right? If that makes sense. Or you can create your own, right? You can go to meetup.com and create an event for wine tasting while smoking shisha and talking about Star Wars in the center of Athens, right? We'll create an event like that, and maybe 5 people will come. Number one, you will be smoking shisha, drinking wine, and talking about Star Wars with these 5 people, and then you will all keep the contacts of each other, and you can go out again. It's beautiful. Literally, it's beautiful. Now, this about how to find friends and where to find friends. Now let's talk about how to build and maintain a relationship. And I have a few notes. Now, I think the thing that struck me the most was a quote by Ziglar. He said that if you go out and try to find a friend, you will realize that friends are very scarce. But if you go out and try to be a friend, you will find them everywhere. I repeat, if you try to find a friend, you will see they're very scarce. If you try to go and be a friend, you will find them everywhere. In other words, okay, don't be fucking needy, okay? And give value to these people you're trying to build a relationship with, okay? And genuinely, like, give them value unconditionally, without expecting something in return, and without expecting them to call you on the phone after a week and give you thanks, right? Without expecting them to send you happy birthday on your birthday. Like, give them value and help them genuinely. See how you can add value to their lives. Because, otherwise, people can understand like the neediness, if you will. People can understand and see behind can see your agenda. If you're trying to become friends with me, right? And you meet me for the first time, you ask me a few questions, and then you tell me, okay, yes, and you give me an advice about calisthenics. Like, okay, when you do your pull-ups, in order to do more reps, do this. Okay, I would like that. I would love that advice. And then you tell me, hey, you know what? Give me your number. I'll call you and we can arrange a session. Who told you that I want that? Like, I can feel that the help you gave me in the beginning was just to reach out to me, to go for a session together and to become friends, right? Like, you didn't want me over. Right? I can't feel this vibe yet, right? Because it's too early. So give value, help them genuinely without expecting any value back. Now, another thing that I also believe is very important is to realize what it is that you're offering to the table. Because many people, they can't make new friends because they're afraid they will be judged negatively because they don't have something cool to give back. But this is not true. So what I want you to do is to make a list about all of the things that you're good at and that you can offer in a friendship and that people will love. Like, because every, let's say, gang of people, every group of people needs a Star Wars fan. Okay, every group of people, of friends, needs the calisthenics gym guy. Every group of people needs the musician. Every group of people needs, I don't know, the nerd who is not talking at all. Everyone needs the guy who is talking all the time. Like, everyone needs you as well in their group. But you need to understand what is it that you bring to the table. Now, obviously, another way that you can reinforce the relationship you're creating with a friend is to keep doing things together, right? To go through different experiences. For example, with my friends here, we're doing different things, right? We are doing barbecue. We are going on to road trips. We are smoking shisha in different places. We are meeting each other's girlfriends, boyfriends, right? We play video games. We spend the quarantine together. We are watching stupid YouTube videos and we're laughing with this, right? Even those small insignificant things can make a change, because basically we do more about what we both like and we create like common experiences, and this bonds people into a deeper level. Okay, that's another one. Very important. If you can't build the relationships and if you feel like you don't have friends, I think it's very important to start building yourself. What do I mean? Nobody wants in their group someone who is not providing value, right? Everyone wants someone who can give value, share stories, bring something interesting on the table. So if you are this guy, and if you made the list I told you before, then great. But if you're trying to make the list and you can't think about anything, then it's okay. Focus on building yourself. Focus on increasing your capabilities. Focus on increasing your value. And then you will see how people will start being gravitated towards you. Because this time you offer value. People can see who you are, can see what you can offer, can feel the energy you have, can feel your vibes. This is super important. So try to build yourself, because no one wants a weirdo, quote unquote, right? And I'm not judging people. I'm just saying weirdo, quote unquote, in their group. Don't be needy is another one. Okay, many times in my life, I felt like people got to know me and wanted to do things with me too fast, right? Like we don't even know each other, and you invite me to your house to meet your parents, right? Like it's weird. I'm not going to do it. Don't be needy. Take things slower. Okay, slow. You can expect, someone who you don't know to meet your friends straight away. No, start smaller. Start with a coffee, maybe. Okay, start with reacting to his stories on Facebook, on Instagram. Then find a common ground, talk about this, and then suggest maybe a coffee because you both have time. Then in the coffee, you will have fun. Then after that, you can invite him to, to a shisha time and smoke some shisha. Then after that, you can go together to a club and drink a beer, right? You see, like slowly, slowly, slowly. And another thing is to not pressure the other person to meet you just because you want to meet him, right? Just give the other person the time that he needs. Maybe he doesn't have the time. Maybe he doesn't have the appetite. Maybe he doesn't have the energy. You can't expect the other person to reply whenever you want, because not everyone is available all the time, and that's okay. Okay, but the most important thing is to not be needy. My phone agreed with me. Yeah. Now, another great thing to, if you will, reinforce everything is to encourage and complement what the other person is doing, both offline and online. If you can do this on your Instagram, this is a great thing, right? Like, if every time, you know, you see, let's say your friend is an engineer, and if every time, you know, you see that he created something cool with his job, you share a story, reply, congratulations, man, that's awesome, keep it up. Okay, in his mind, he sees that, okay, this person acknowledges me. Many other people don't. Okay, this person is cool. You see what I mean? And the last thing is that, and that comes from, you know, How to Win Friends and Influence People, the book, that says that everyone's favorite topic is themselves, right? So when, especially when you first meet someone, don't try to talk about yourself, right? Literally, they don't care about yourself, about you. And that's okay. This doesn't mean shit about you, okay? It doesn't lower your value. They will ask questions about you. But if you want to meet new friends, and if you want people you meet to be more friendly with you and start building and maintaining a relationship, instead of you talking and talking and talking and talking all the time, and the other person be like that and listening and be inside his mind, another freaking weirdo, I'm bored, I need to find a way out. Instead of that, just shut up and ask questions. Okay, tell me about you. What do you do? That's awesome, man. And how did you start that? Why did you start that? Okay, that's cool. That's awesome. And how about this? And how about that? Obviously, don't make it sound like an interview, but ask genuine questions that show genuine interest. And this is not a Jedi mind trick. This should be the reality, because if you want friends, you need to care about your friends. So you need to screen to see if this person could be indeed someone who you can create a friendship with. Okay? A lot of information. Hopefully you found this helpful, Themis. Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you guys have any question, let me know in the comments below. And apart from that, make sure to subscribe, smash the like button, and turn notifications on. And I'll see you very soon for another video. Peace.